Hello everyone, my name is Aaliyah Anthony. I am currently a student in the Educational Leadership Program to earn my Tier 1. I'm joined here with Marquis Somerville, who teaches 6th grade math, Kendall Wilcoxon, who teaches 6th grade math as well, and Tabitha Dabika, who teaches 6th grade language arts. I'm going to answer some questions based on the Rita Pearson video, Every Kid Needs a Champion. How many of you have seen this video before?
I've seen it several times.
I haven't seen it. First time.
First time. Great. Okay. What resonates with you all from the video? What stands out?
For me, it would be the part where she was like talking about like their, pretty much basically their body images, where she was like her mom had hairbrushes, like washcloth and all that for them. Because I know in middle school, especially for us, like that is a tough time for kids. They're learning their smells, they're learning how they look. So like I've taken from that and like I keep deodorant in my room, lotion, perfume, stuff like that, just so the kids, like if they need it, they know it's there for them.
Meeting those basic needs that maybe they don't get outside of school. I really, the part that always sticks to me with her videos is where she goes that, you know, not every child is going to like you. You might not necessarily like every child, but they cannot know that, and you have to do your best to make sure that you're teaching every single child, and no matter how much they might like you, not like you, you have to teach them to the best of your abilities. And that can't show through, right? Because they all are deserving of an education, no matter how much they might not like you or want to be in your classroom.
And then I think for me, one of the biggest things that stuck out to me was having that relationship, that rapport with the kids. That's huge in the sense of teaching wise. And then also, in addition to that, she mentioned having a purpose. So by us being teachers, educators, having a purpose, it makes you feel so, I guess in the words that I'm looking for, rejoiceful as far as in the sense of just teaching the youth. So those are the two things that stood out to me.
And I do want to piggyback off of what Mr. Somerville said. Building a connection is extremely important in middle school, and it's not going to happen overnight. And it looks totally different depending on the grade level. So building a relationship with 6th graders looks very different than it would look with kindergartners.
Yes.
And it's not going to come overnight. It's going to come with constantly talking, checking in, and also, being funny. I think in middle school that's really needed. You've got to be able to just let some stuff roll off of you, not be bothered by everything.
Yes.
Middle schoolers.
Exactly. Yes.
So here at Jones Middle School, how do you all feel that we do as far as ensuring that every student has a champion?
So what immediately comes to mind is the Strong Girls group, the mentoring group there, and then the Boys Champions group, right? So both of those things come to mind, which I'm a member of the Strong Girls group, so mentoring girls, and I think we all, even in our positions as teachers, have several kids that we, specifically kind of know that need that guidance and that mentorship, and then we check in with them and make sure that they're where they need to be and help them out when they're not. So those come to mind.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of being mentors here with our students here at the school, this also carries on to any other kids or youth that's in our neighborhood, family members, anybody that goes, to any other types of school. I think it's very important. Once you have that mentor title, it sticks with you regardless of whatever atmosphere environment you're in.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we could do here at our school to make sure that every student has a champion? I guess I'll go ahead and speak about that. Although we do have a mentorship program here, there are some students that kind of fall through the cracks. Typically the students who have good behavior and have good grades, and if they're quiet, we assume that they're okay, but there may be times where they need to be recognized, and we fail to recognize them because they're so quiet. That's what I think. Are there any barriers into building a relationship with students?
I mean, I know some of my students that I have this year, they're very more closed off. And I think it's just past teachers, like the past teachers just haven't given them the opportunity to be them in the classroom. So they don't really know how to connect with a teacher, which is kind of hard. Because they don't think that I'm there for them as more than just like teacher to student. But it's like, I'm here to help you with anything that you may need. Whether it's at home, whether it's at school.
Yeah. And I also think too, just making sure we have an attentive ear as far as listening to kids, and then also too, just paying close attention to their likes and their dislikes and things of that sort. I think sometimes, and this is just in general, we tend to let things go in one end out the other, and we might not really be paying attention as far as like listening and picking up cues and things of that sort. So I think it's very important that we pay close attention and we pick up cues, have an attentive ear, so we can make those connections with the kids. Because when we do stuff like that, it's like, oh man, I remember when, you know, I said that and he listened, you know, so it just draws the connection, the relationship a lot closer. And then also too, just to piggyback, my older son plays travel baseball. So Marquise Grissom, former Atlanta Braves baseball player, he always stresses the importance of having that relationship with the kids. And he always says, discipline without relationship equals rebellious. So I just think it's very important that we just have that attentive ear, we pick up on things and pay close attention to the kids, and regardless of, you know, who they're.
I think another barrier, just I think in general for teachers, is time. Finding the time to balance, you know, teaching, but also making that time in class for kids to be able to be themselves, to build relationships with each other, with their teachers, having the time to hear them out when they need to be heard out. And so I feel like that is a big barrier for us as teachers, finding the time to build in that connection building time and the mentoring time in addition to all of our other responsibilities. So
Yes, I agree.
You all said. Thank you all so much for joining me and watching the video. Thank you.
of course, thank you
You're
for having
welcome.
us.
Thank you.